Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am Gary Gatto. Welcome to P1's coverage of the opening round of Season 2 of the ISRA Truck Series, coming to you from the home of NASCAR, Charlotte Motor Speedway. And it is so happy to be back here on the home channel and everything, bringing you back one of our favorite series we like to show everyone here, the stars and cars of the ISRA, as they are beginning another round of the trucks, and they're going to kick it off here at Charlotte. Joining me in the booth is a former winner here in the Lionheart Speedway Series at Charlotte, is Luis Gonzalez-Nunez, who'll be joining me all season long here in the booth. Luis, welcome. And we're just kind of about a minute and 10 seconds into our about left to play here in qualifying. And what do you think so far? This is your first truck race that you've had with us.
Hi guys. So yeah, first track finally. Remember, we tried to stream in for the IndyCar.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but it wasn't. So anyways, finally I'm here. So hey, new experience, new things again. So last one was the hypercar, so now this is new for me. But hey, it's kind of not new, but kind of new for broadcasting, because I already everybody driving the truck series. So I have a good remembers on this track, especially in this nighttime. So I won the by saving fuel here, but this is different thing. So this is track, and this is different strategy, and is different thing about the tires, which side you need to change it, if you're gonna change it the left or the right, what is better for these conditions. So for so far, it's really cold track. We have I don't want to say it in Celsius.
I got you. You can say in Celsius. I got it in Fahrenheit on the screen right now.
Okay, we have a 25.6 Celsius for Canada, and
it's 78 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature and air temperature here for and freedom units there in Fahrenheit. 79 track temp, 78 ambient. So yeah, you're right, it is fairly cool, and it's going to definitely help these tires. They only have 3 sets of tires that they can change here, or at least they're going to race with. They have the set on the car, on the truck, excuse me, and then they'll have 2 more in the pits. Unlike other races we've had in ISR history, which kind of turned into more fuel mileage races, the host with the most, the admin here, Mike Rigney, said it is not going to be a fuel mileage race. So it is going to be how you manage your limited set of tires here over this 125 laps. The race distance here tonight for 187.5 miles. Like I said, 3 sets of tires, 1 fast repair for everybody. Pit road speed limit is a painfully slow 30 miles per hour here, but that is Charlotte. Let's get in tonight's starting lineup. And that's not exactly what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And actually, we got too many graphics on the screen. There we go. Sam Crow starting off his campaign here on the Truck Series on the heels of how he kind of finished on the Xfinity Series on a strong note. But he is here on the pole with a 176.2. Richie Hearn right next to him. The IndyCar veteran 176 flat. Brent Kirby making his first start, as promised by his brother, 175.9. Evan Clapper, a 175.7. Chris Reagan, who's teaming there with Richie Hearn, a 175.5. Mike Rigney, the host with the most, 175.4, lining up 6th. Rick D in 7th. Brian Grandin in 8th with the 175.1. Jake Euler, also with the 175.1, lining up 9th. Big John Von Borellis, 174, the first of the 174 bracket, 174.7. Lining up in 11th to say hey, Lewis Hayes. Stretch Armstrong, kind of with a deep cut of his. Normally we're used to seeing him at the front. He is at 12th. Justin Kirby, 13th. Matty Wagner, stock car expert. Well, now he's going to be a stock truck expert, stock truck ace. Matty Wagner, 14th. Lionel Callisto, defending series champion in both at Xfinity and the trucks, 15th. Greg Evans going to go from worst to first. Came so close to getting that Xfinity Series championship. He's going to be joining us here for the couple truck series, lining up 16th. And Pepto Joe looks like he did manage to get in. He is underway with under 17th. He's lined up 17th. And a couple names not on the list, but they are in the lineup. Hugo Gallas and Alex Guyon are making up this 19-car, or should I say truck, field. Pretty big lineup.
Pretty good. 20 people. So finally a good thing. So that's my first one here. So let's see what's happened, and I hope I have a good race. I hear it's a 90% green flags all races.
Yeah. 96% between Xfinity and trucks, 96% green flag, and we are looking at green flag right now in the air for Season 2 of the ISRA Truck Series. Hearn on the outside down the backstretch. There's Wagner on the outside getting one position, getting back in line. Still 2x2 going down the backstretch into 3. Lots of turbulent air. You watch that camera shake going through 3 into 4. Coming to the completion of lap 1 of 125.
Can I say something?
Go right ahead.
Oh, this is so weird to hear. It's like a green flag and the engine is going too slow, too high. But it's good. It's good. It's good to hear something different, like we hear every day.
Now we're used to IndyCar coverage, or even the hypercars kind of sound a little bit like these. Other than the and there's Evan Clapper making a move underneath Richie Hearn to move to second. But even the Cadillac sounds a little bit like these guys. The Cadillacs have that throaty sound. Evan Clapper, purple lap that time by 173.9, starting his march to go to the front here. Your leader Sam Crow, Clapper second, Hearn third, Kirby and Reagan rounding out your top 5. A little bit back in the back, side by side. We're watching Rick D in the Steelers truck on the inside of the number 3 of Brian Graydon.
Very close about Rick Dean and Brian Gradin, so very close to have a touch by turn 2, but
Sam Crow, purple lap, a 174 flat. I do like Brian's choice of livery. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to throw on one of the stock iRacing ones. Just rock it. Just rock it.
At least I don't see any. I forget the name. This guy. I don't want to mention too. He went to the Indy 500. I forget the name.
Richie Hearn?
From NASCAR. The NASCAR guy went to the Indy 500.
Kyle Larson?
Yeah, exactly. At least I don't see here around.
No, we don't have any Larson liveries in this league. Thank God. But we do have an Indy 500 veteran in this league. Right there, you see them is Richie Hearn, finished 3rd in the 1996 Indy 500. It is legit. Probably should have won the Rookie of the Year that year, but lost it to Tony Stewart.
In 96, you go of the 3rd place.
Yeah, 3rd place. Podium in your first Indy 500. Rigney getting passed there by Big John up to 10th. Big John rocking the Texas Roadhouse. I could use a steak right about now. A lot of nice, big, colorful liveries out there.
I like it that what the Rigney have.
Yeah, Rigney Mass Effect there. Little video game. Like the colors on that. Yeah.
But it's much better than the Callisto have.
Matt Wagner says he has the wrong paint on. He has the wrong paint. He doesn't like. He's gone to the last place, so he's like, I don't want to be seen. You don't want the FedEx number 11? I'm not sure if he maybe got into an incident or maybe he's playing the long game right here. He is the ace. He knows what's going on. He finished in the top 5 in both the trucks and the Xfinity Series. So looking to make another top 5 finish in the championship for the trucks.
I tried to hear what he said back there, but I can't. So I have too many voices around, so...
Well, I mean, all those voices in his head. His theme music is Randy Orton's. I hear voices in my head. Clapper, Krogh, Brent Kirby bringing that truck up, actually right where he started. Rick D up 3 spots, the 4th. Richie Hearn back 3 spots. It's kind of Richie's MO. Very, very quick, very early, and then wears the good off on those tires. Then kind of floats to the back. Nothing terribly wrong with the strategy. We are not really worried about fuel. As I said, the admin said no fuel concerns for this race. Drive them hard, really, the hardest you want to drive them, as opposed to just you gotta watch the tires. Other big gainers in the back, Greg Evans. Well, that's to nobody's surprise right there in the number 7 truck that looked like very much like the truck that the cars that he drove in the Xfinity Series, that same livery. Greg Evans up 5 spots, up to 11th. Rigney trying to hold him off, keep him out of the top 10 just a little bit longer. I think after a couple laps here, Evans is going to wear him out, try to get around him here. We'll see. And they come off of corner number 4 where the track narrows down a lot for these guys. Say hey, Lewis Hayes blinking back there. He is currently in 12th spot. And right behind him is defending Truck Series champion right there, Lionel Callisto, rocking the P1 on the truck bed. Thank you very much. Side by side right behind him, Goyon and Reagan. Reagan falling from where he started. He's down 10 spots. Again, maybe a strategy call on his part. Pepto Joe in the Pepto truck. I love it. Oh, Hugo smacks the wall coming off of 4. Just a little cosmetic damage, but he's all good. He's back underway.
Oh, this truck is really, really hard to get damage, so meh. It's not like other Indy cars. You can hit it 3 times and the car is gonna steal faster, so.
Kirby on the high side, getting around Krogh. Looks like the high line's coming in, LGN. Here comes Rick D. Now he's going to look on the high side of Sam Krogh. He's going to set it into 1. Let's see if we get a change of position here.
Let's see what happened out here on turn 1. For sure, turn 1. Like IndyCar and also here, always in turn 1 is a good place for pass. I don't know why in turn 3 and 4 is too close and too difficult, because also it's coming to the straight and always the wall is getting too close. So I think so always in my side, always I prefer to pass somebody on turn 1 to 2 than the 3 and 4. I don't know.
I tell you, when you're in an Indy car, turns 3 and 4, especially going into 3 and you're racing somebody side by side, feels like you're threading the needle. I mean, it just feels so narrow. And the track, I don't think the track actually narrows. It just feels narrow.
And then you have to be focused to how to get this main straight, because it's like this kind of curve over there, and then another one to take the turn 1. It's like especially with these cars, when if you burn too much tires, it's getting a little bit loose. That's what I remember. I don't know what now, because I remember running with the old system tire we have iRacing.
Yeah.
Now with all of this technology and changes and feedback from the real drivers from NASCAR, especially when IndyCar, change everything.
Again, we'll update your top 5. Clapper is your leader. He is currently about a half-second lead now over Kirby. That's Brent Kirby, Justin's brother. We'll check on Justin here. Justin's back in 15th. Again, not sure if he's planning things back there. A lot of good name drivers have definitely floated to the back, and makes me wonder that they might be thinking what's up. Right now, field is starting to stretch out. Clapper is your leader. Brent Kirby second. Richie Hearn and Euler side by side going in through turns 1 and 2. Euler to the Euler to the high side, running to the bottom. Going to get that position and going to try to bring Stretch Armstrong with him.
Oh, kind of touch over there, and Richie Hearn tried to get the line. I don't know if it was a block over there, but no. And also, Matt Stretch over there with Eisler. But he lost 2 positions and 1 lap. And getting back again, Euler.
Euler showed a lot of speed in the Xfinity Series. I expect the same him here in the Truck Series, and he is looking to wear out the bumper of Rick D. And now he wants to go 3 wide to the 4.
Desperate move for desperate situation. So
desperate moves, desperate situation. Yeah. All the while, Evan Clapper's pulling away though. He's got himself about a second lead now. Here comes Greg Evans on the outside of Euler. So they slide up in front of him with the old Brazilian clear. Yeah, he does. That doesn't bother Evans any. He goes right to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to go to the bottom of 3 and 4, see if he can get by. Euler's been having a good truck on the high side. Not sure if he's going to really pull this one off. He's going to come door to door with him on the corner of exit. Going to be door to door through the quad oval area. Let's see what happens. Nope. Euler holds him off. Rick D. Graydon back there. They're battling it out. Tell you, Brian is using up that blue line on the bottom. He is hugged to it through the turns 1 and 2. Rigney falling back to 10th now. He's down 4 spots. Lionel Callisto, very typical MO for Callisto. Up 4 spots to 11th.
Let me tell you something about Richie Hearn. He liar us because I thought we thought it's like at the tires burner, but he started to push it back. So he lose 5 positions, maybe like at 10 laps to go.
Yeah, now he's back up to 4th. Yeah, back up to 4th. Inside stretch, looking for the position. Hitting those bumps on the bottom side of that turn there. Even though they paved this place here not too far in the past, those bumps still exist. Back when the Indy Racing League came here, they were definitely aware of those bumps.
They have to come back.
I hope that they at least come back to the Roval, at the very least. I don't know if they'll ever race the 1.5 mile oval, but I think they should at least come back and race the Roval.
But the USAC is already gone long time ago, so it's no USAC, it's IndyCar now. Right.
So
it should be come back. Yeah,
it was Indy Racing League was actually the sanctioning body when they came here in 97, 98, and 99. The last race for USAC was that Texas race where Ari Leindyke and AJ Foyt got in a fight in the pits.
That one is laughing because it's something about the shark.
Yeah,
Junior, Answer Junior, no?
The winner was the USAC timing and scoring screwed up who the winner was. They gave it to Billy Boat, and it really was Ari Leindyke, who just came off the Indy 500 win the week before, got 2 in a row. So actually, in reality, he got the win, and to this day, he's never got the trophy. Foyt has never sent the trophy back to him. It remains in Houston, Texas, in their shops. So Ari got the money, he got the points, and he got the slap in the head. But that's all he got out of
that. and then he dropped it, and I don't know. He pushed to something, and then this very.
Yeah.
Hey, AJ Foyt.
Oh, even at AJ Foyt's age now, I still wouldn't mess with the old man. He could probably throw you down. I'm pretty sure he could. Just say, hey, Lewis Hayes right there in 16th. I think AJ Foyt now with the passing of the last big IndyCar driver. I think now AJ Foyt is the currently the oldest living Indy 500 winner now.
I think it's the only one to win with 4 tires, something like that. He have the only one to win something. I don't know.
Well, he's one of the few to win a front engine and a rear engine.
Exactly, that's the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it looks like our friends over at over in Dover bringing the NRTL or NTRL, excuse me. That's the other series we're streaming tonight on Monday night. They're going to overtime. And by this point in time in that race, they already had a number of cautions. We are 29 laps into this one and yet to see a caution, and we are quickly coming to the first set of pit stops.
Check the battle for the 11th position.
You got it.
Go outside.
Oh boy, it looks like a parade lap.
Uh-huh.
There is Justin Kirby. He's down, he's up now one spot, starting to make his move to the front. Kirby on the bottom, works it all alone, getting the spots. Maybe he has better tires at this point. Brian Graydon, ooh, I've got a little side draft going on there. You can side draft in these. But Graydon, I think... Go ahead.
Sorry, do you know how many spots Greg Evans gained so far now?
He is up 13 spots to P3.
That is like a yesterday with Murphy. So he started back and then he went to the front and he won the race.
Yeah, that's yesterday during the North America Sim Racing League. We had a recruitment race that you started on the pole actually for, and finished on the podium. And Mark Murphy, the other broadcaster here, he won the race. He started from the rear, went to the front. It was Mark.
13, I think so he won.
Yeah, it was Mark that won the race, and it was followed by Craig Forsyth and you. Say, hey, Lewis Hayes on the bottom now with the line of cars. He's starting to make hay at the moment. Again, resting those tires, letting them cool off. That is going to be the way you get the victory. Look at him drive underneath Brian Graydon into the wall. 2 cars into the wall. 2 trucks into the wall. Rick D.
Oh, no.
Trying to get his nose there in the quad oval. But didn't get it. Wasn't able to get it in there. That's okay. We're still going. We're still going.
He's coming one more pit.
Evan Clapper.
Clapper, yes.
Coming to pit road. This is a scheduled stop. Bring her down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, did he get down there? Let's see. This is going to painfully slow pit road speed limit. This is the first of your stoppers at 34, coming to 35 laps.
So
And if we do the math here real quick, we're looking at a 3-stopper if we're doing every 34 laps. So the longer you can go, the less of that partial stop you have to do. Did he get speeding?
Yeah, no, I guess he passed a little bit because I see he going front and then going back. So
he missed his spot a little bit. Okay, that's okay. I'm just glad he didn't caught speeding though. We get a number of penalties like that. It just takes a driver out of it. Driving that cornflakes truck. Love the throwback on that. He is going to come back out a lap down, but he is done with his first service. Brent Kirby, in his first race in the series, doing much like his brother did in his first race in the series. He is up at the front, and he is also leading Greg Evans at the moment. Greg and Justin at the Talladega race did not have a good exchange there, let's put it that way.
So if I don't mess up with the calculation, so he gonna stop 2 times more.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna do the laps, the last 27 laps, the last pit stop for him. So that's what I guess. That's what I said my calculation.
All right. I think that sounds about right. So Brent Kirby now 36 of 125. Evans up 14 spots. He is second. Stretch Armstrong is up 9 spots to third. And, he's a little loose. But he caught it. Richie Hearn is still been fighting in the back, returning to the top 5. He is 4th. Rigney, he was sliding down. He is now back up in the order. He is back to 5th. Justin Kirby now making his run to the front, up 7 spots to 6th. Sam Crow, 7th. Lionel Callisto, the defending series champion, in 8th. Jake Euler, 9th. And Lewis Hayes working the 10th spot. And I told you that I thought he might have been saving those tires a little bit and saving his march for later in the run, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's on the underside of Euler, looking to clear him for 9th. Right in front of him, Callisto and Crow.
Okay, we have we have 4 cars that's gonna go for pit, so Kirby is going 2 now.
Kirby on pit road.
Crow is going, Oisler's going 2. And we have somebody else. Kirby, 2. Rank Kirby.
Euler. And Reagan's there. Reagan won the first truck series race here in league history. Everyone hits their marks. Here's Evans. Here comes the rest of the field. Evans, Armstrong with the great approach in, but he spins right there. No. Oh, I don't know if he's going to get a speeding on that one or not. Lewis Hayes still out making laps.
He have a black flag.
Oh. Lionel Callisto, your leader. He's out there with Hayes. And Richie Hearn is on pit road. He's currently shown in 3rd. And down and away as Evans goes around, but Hearn will be right behind Evans.
I don't want to say this game over for Pat Strait or Armstrong. I think so now. But let's see. If it's, well, like you said, if it's a green flag all the race, yeah, it's going to be kind of difficult to recover everything.
All right, Clapper to the front now. Hayes and Callisto on pit road. They're actually done. They're coming back. Let's see where they cycle in. They didn't wait too long, but they waited the longest. They went 41 laps. Where do they cycle in? Here comes Euler. And they're going to rejoin an 11th, thereabouts.
So crazy. You didn't see that. So in turn 2 came Kirby and also Regne, and passed Richie Hearn in 3Y.
No. Alex Guy on purple lap, 174.3. So those new tires are agreeing with him right now.
You don't want to remember that pass when the Hakkinen passed Schumacher on Spa, and the middle is one of the car lap down.
Okay.
Same, like a same vision. I remember that. So Richie here in the middle, he can do nothing, and these 2 guys pass in 3Y.
Guy on purple again, 174.5. So let's go back here to Alex, who is in 6th spot. He is fast at the moment.
Okay.
Callisto and Hearn.
Now I can understand why Richie Hearn is too slow. He didn't change the tires.
Oh, so he chose not to change tires on this stop.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, that's why it's too slow.
And that's why he's getting blown away on the backstretch. Well, that makes sense. Stretch Armstrong, 174.7 purple lap.
But at the same time, you said that we have 3 tires for each car.
Yeah.
But we still have how many laps to stop? Maybe 2 more?
Well, we are 45 out of 125 in. Clapper, who came first, went 33 laps on his first stint. He's 12 laps into this stint right now. Stretch Armstrong back at the purple lap again. So let's go take a look at Stretch. Stretch is back here all by himself. Something happened to him. Did he have a pit road? Yeah, he did. He had a 54-second pit road stop, which probably means a hold. So he's driving with a little red mist at the moment.
So maybe Ricky here is save a tire for the end.
That's possibly what he's doing, yeah. He's 6 laps into his current stint. Went 39 last time, so he went a long time. Maybe he's just going to use this as a partial stint. They can go get new tires for this one and finish with the last stint with new tires and come through the field, something like that. Hoping for a caution as well, but again, this is the ISRA where we don't have very many cautions.
Or maybe he go to the splash to the end.
Splash and go at the end, yeah, possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richie last lap was a 31.9. Everyone in front of him, 30s or low 31s. You can hear him. We're riding on along with him right now. We're riding on the roof. You can hear him. He's just gently.
And also the other one is Reagan. So Christopher Reagan is saying too.
Well, those two might be on the same strategy. They are teammates. Yeah, very conservatively, very gingerly. Richie Hearn. And it looks like our racing friends at Dover are done.
Oh, finally.
12 cautions for 48 laps. Wow.
12. Oof.
No cautions for no laps here at the ISRA opening round here at Charlotte. We got a nice group of tracks here on the schedule. Coming up next, we're going to go to Iowa, so we're going to go right to the short tracks. Then we'll go back to a mile and a half at Kentucky, and then we're going to visit Indianapolis, but not Motor Speedway. Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Oh, but much better than Dover. For sure.
IRP for the longest time is the night before the 500. They typically have a midgets or legends or some type of event going on there to celebrate the 500 the next day. And but for the longest time, back in the 60s, the USAC IndyCar series, or the USAC Champ Car series at the time, they would come to Indiana or Indianapolis 3 times a year. They would race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, of course, for the 500. They would race at the fairgrounds on the dirt track there. And they would do that, and then they would come to IRP and they would race on the road course. In fact, some of the very earliest road course races in IndyCar history, modern IndyCar history. We're talking post AAA, post AAA and into the USAC era and beyond. The very first, some of the very first road course races were there at the road course at IRP, and getting his very first win at that road course was Mario Andretti. Getting his very first IndyCar win was there on the road course. So I'd very much like to see iRacing scan that road course and bring it into the sim, just because of its historical value at the very least. I don't know how the IndyCars would run there now in real life. It's probably too narrow. Watching a 3-way battle here for ninth spot. Pepto Joe, Jake Euler, say hey, Lewis Hayes. Pepto Joe is having some equipment issues before the race. Looks like he got those ironed out, but definitely he could, if his stomach was giving him issues, he definitely could take a little bit of that Pepto and coat it down. Back up front, Evan Clapper, your leader by 5/10 over Kirby. And Kirby being hustled right now by Greg Evans all over the back of him.
This always happened after the first pit stop. Everybody's separate, like spraying around. the track. And also the big battles. I can see Beto Joe with Oisler and Say Hey Louis. Is it?
Say Hey Lewis Hayes.
Yeah. So, this is so far. This is the most close I see far. The
Now,
other one.
1, 2, and 3 are
There.
our hood,
yeah.
our hood to tailgate right now.
And Kirby's going for the lead.
Yeah, Kirby on the bottom. Down the backstretch. Might go 3 wide. Might go 3 wide. Nope. Evans thinks against it. I can sympathize with Pepto Joe. I did a little upgrades on my system this week, and when I first turned it on after the upgrades, my machine was not very happy. It was not very. I was like, "Hey, man, you changed the processor in me," and I'm like, "Yeah, I did." It took a little coaxing, but it got him back up the power. Oh, Clapper up into the gray. Might have kissed the wall there. Clapper's gone to the high side. It looks like Evans is going to stay on the low side. Nope, he's going to cover his bets and stay behind Kirby, draft him down the backstretch. Kirby going to the bottom again. Clapper up high. Evans staying right behind Kirby. If I didn't know better, I think Evans is trying to rattle Kirby's cage, and it's just not working right now.
Let's see. Let me back to the front.
Now there's a door open.
Maybe save it. I don't want to say they save it something, because I don't know if you can save it fuel in these cars, or maybe save it tires.
You can save fuel in these things. A lot of lifting, a lot of clutching and lifting, but yeah, you could save fuel in these cars.
Sure.
Our trucks. Add another coin to the jar there.
But maybe he's going now. Yeah, actually, he got it.
Yeah, he's got it this time. Sporting the butt kicker haptic software on his tailgate right there. Whereas Butt Kicker sponsors the IndyCar Pro Series. And they're getting towards the end of their qualifying races. They got 2 more races to go, Road America and Mid-Ohio. I want to just send our best of luck and well wishes to Nick Sudik, who is currently in a position in the running for being one of the top 33 of the series to make it to get that pro license and make it to the big series where they have the big $50,000 pool of prizes. So we wish Nick the best of luck there, as well as the other members of the IndyCar community here on iRacing. A lot of ringers have come in for that one, a lot of the esports drivers.
Why do you make it Pro Series all the oval? Like the IRL all the oval series, that's it. Should be a good one.
Well, right now the ovals really have been the big equalizer over the hired gun, so to speak, of all the esports teams. They haven't been able to figure out the IndyCar too much on the ovals, whereas the community guys really have the ovals covered. The community guys are no slouches on the road courses either, but keep in mind, a lot of these esports veterans and hired guns, that's all they run are road courses, and that's all they practice on. So they are very, very, very sharp on the road courses.
I only see Constantini. The only one I can figure out is the only one I remember is oval guy over there, and then is bunch of all the guys with more road experience, and then far away down I see Maleska over there, and that's it. So it's like they should be doing something oval for Pro Series.
Yeah, the last of the ovals are done. The last oval was Gateway. So they had Indy, Iowa, and Gateway were the ovals.
But iRacing have to scan all the real tracks, the IndyCar series.
Well, there's not that many tracks left that they haven't scanned. There's St. Pete. There's Portland, which supposedly, according to our Scoop News sleuth, Justin Petschauer, that he says they've scanned it when NASCAR visited last. I think the Trucks and the Xfinity Series went there. And, of course, if NASCAR goes there, well, of course they'll scan that. So I think Portland is scanned. And Toronto's not scanned. They need. I think Toronto actually might be scanned. They said it was.
Actually, 1 year before of iRacing is top everything with IndyCar, and in the Pinty series. So the Pinty series is the NASCAR series from Canada. So it's around Canada. It's a NASCAR trucks. Stock cars. And they in the series said, iRacing is around after this race. They're gonna close down and they're gonna scan that. And then I don't know what's happened. That's what's happened in 2021, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe? Or 22, I don't remember. And then that's it. So I don't know. It should be.
And then they don't have the, of course, Nashville Road Course, but they will be racing on the Nashville Super Speedway, which, of course, is the latest. Oh, here comes Clapper. This is a scheduled stop for him, coming in 34 laps into his stint. He went 33 into his first stint, so this is a completely scheduled stop, going 1 lap longer. Here he comes down pit road. So, yeah, the Nashville Super Speedway is the last really big super speedway that has been added to the service that we could race the Indy cars on. But there's some other tracks out there that we'd still like to see. Phoenix, or not Phoenix, Pikes Peak is out there. Of course, everyone wants to see Nazareth, but Nazareth is kind of a pile of weeds right now. As Clapper getting work done. He's been at the front all night tonight. Great run for him here in these trucks. Opening round here at the ISRA Truck Series Season 2 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Thanks for joining us.
What about this? Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, thanks for joining us. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. Really would appreciate it. And ring the bell when you do subscribe for more iRacing action on P1 Broadcasting. There's going to be a lot of it now. A lot of it's starting to transfer over. Coming soon will be the Indy. Oh, whoa. Clapper got loose into 3 and 4, and it went down to the apron, but caught it. He's waiting for those tires to come up to temperature. Let's check that. Track temp is 82. The track temp is not very hot at all. Air temp is 78. It's possible maybe he decided not to change tires this time.
No, I'll let you know now.
I don't remember seeing him go up on the jack, so I'll have to go back and look.
You know, give me 1 second, I'll let you know.
So now we are looking for a number of. It's going to be Callisto and Hayes. No, they've gone. Yeah, no. Guyon will be coming in soon. Rigney, Kirby, both the Kirbys. Evans, yeah, going long last time was Hayes at 40 laps. What's that?
He changed.
He changed. Okay. So it was just cold tires. Cold tires.
What about Disney World? So still Disney around? Maybe? No,
they
don't use it for sure.
They have destroyed the track.
Oh no!
They have bulldozed the track. Yep, but you can still see.
Look at Evans. 3 white Evans.
Yeah, let's get back there.
Oh no, he went faster like a rocket.
Yeah, new tires. You can still see, if you look at the map or Google Maps of the area, you can still see the Lake Mickey. Actually, we were talking with and we'll get him on camera here real quick. Richie Hearn, there he is. We were talking with Richie Hearn about that track, and he said that was not, didn't say it in so many words, but he says was not one of his favorite tracks, Disney. And Disney had a very bad turn 3 that if you missed turn 3, of course, your hero, Eliseo Salazar, had horrible luck at that place. He put himself in the hospital twice in consecutive years and crashes there. One crash, I think a piece of the suspension actually impaled his leg.
And then he said, I feel like I'm burned, but I didn't pay attention because my adrenaline is so high. And then I figured out when I tried to get out of the car, I see I can, and my leg is stuck in something. And then I figured out I saw the leg is the suspension in my leg from one side to the other. So, wow.
Yeah.
This is actually, Richard Hearn told me somebody here how Eliseo is screaming, and you can hear Eliseo screaming how painful the thing. So
I bet it was. I bet it was.
Sure.
Yeah,
because they need to cut the suspension. So I think so one of the actually he said after that they cut the suspension and they send it to the hospital with the suspension in between,
because it was holding back blood, and if they pulled it, it would have probably opened up the wound. Coming to pit road, Brent Kirby, pit road, second stop. Also with him, his brother coming to pit road.
Richie Hearn is going now.
Richie Hearn coming to pit road.
Kind of tragic too. I always remember he always said about, Brendan Curtis black flag. Black flag for
Brent Kirby? Brent Kirby?
Yes.
Oh, and he misses his spot, first of all, and now he has a hold.
Yeah, so, I don't know, 93 kilometers per hour is a lot of, maybe he passed for a lot. I think I told you now.
There goes his brother. Here's Chris Reagan sliding into his spot there.
So he entered for 25,
Lionel Callisto now is your leader. Say Hey Lewis Hayes is now second. This is a normal from the first stint. They both went long. Rigney also out there. He's long. Now he is on pit road. Evans coming down pit road right now. This might be his, actually he's leaving pit road, so his stop is complete. Here comes Callisto. Hayes on pit road as well. Clapper's going to come around down the backstretch and probably pick back up the race lead. And move Clapper to the top. So the early stops on Clapper is getting him around Evans and making Evans then chase him down. So the overcut seems to be... Actually, it would be the undercut because he's coming in a little bit earlier. So the undercut seems to be the way to go here at Charlotte. And to be honest, I'm really not surprised with the way that these trucks are so fast in these early stages of these new tires.
But wait, we are 47 to go. So
one more stop.
More stop, or could be one short. Because if you go to the end, to the tank, it's going to be like 11, maybe, I said 15, maybe laps to go.
Yeah.
So it should be divided in two over here. That's what I missed.
Maybe we'll see some of these guys. Maybe we'll see some of these guys split this last stint. Let's go through the field. But if you enjoy P1's coverage of the ISRA Truck Series and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. That's the biggest thing we need right now as a new channel is your subscription. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash the like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future P1 iRacing broadcasts. And we're going to have a lot of them, frankly, folks. Just bear with me right here. The next race here on the channel will be the Vigilante Racing League, which is a new series we just picked up. Will be on Wednesdays at 8:50 p.m. and it's a truck series, just very much like this. Been around a very, very long time. We will be picking up there's Greg Evans, 174.8 purple lap, so we know he's on the move. But they will be picking up their series where they've started their season and had to move to a new broadcaster, unfortunately, at Michigan. And so that is this week. And then the weekend, it'll be me and LGN again at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday for the EGP Hypercar Championship Round 1 at Spa. That'll be here on P1 as well. That is coming up in the next week. Tomorrow, we will be over on ERN for a good portion of the week as well. IndyCar Oval Series Top Split from Milwaukee. It'll be me and Stephen Larkamp and Justin Petshaw on LGN. We'll be bringing you that broadcast 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Lionel Callisto, Purple Lap 174.9. And then on the 22nd, Thursday at 7:45 p.m. Eastern, it'll be myself and LGN again will be joining me for the ERL Pocono 500, the first of their P1 Triple Crown Challenge events. The 500-miler at the Tricky Triangle. Stretch Armstrong, 175.510. He goes purple. And then we'll wrap up the let's call it the business week. Also on ERN at Watkins Glen in the IndyCar iRacing Series. Watkins Glen will stand in for Portland at 2 p.m. Eastern. It'll be myself, Antonio Estrada, and Ryan Walker calling that action. So big week this week, big week next week. Make sure to join us, ringing that bell so you don't miss out on the next race. But if you're just joining us, this is P1's coverage of round 1 of 12 of the ISRA Truck Series coming to you from Charlotte, where currently Greg Evans is back to being your leader, as we saw we just missed him getting around Mr. Clapper there. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you miss out on the next race. Evans back to the lead. Go ahead.
You know what's funny?
What?
He went back. I'm gonna start to say that, and then I'm gonna say the name. So actually, he's going to the pits now. So.
Oh, Matt Wagner. Oh, Matt. Oh.
He's safe. He's safe. He's safe. So he went back. So now I didn't know he have a. Actually, he gonna cut the stint now. So no, it's 7 laps. He did 7 laps now.
Yeah, I only did 7 laps on that stint. Yeah. And
so
I did not see him go up on the jacks at all.
No, maybe he put the
fuel only. Fuel only.
Yes, so he went very, very quiet. I saw in 10th position. For sure he's gonna lose a lot of position.
Oh, Richie Hearn all of a sudden is dropped out. He is lagged out. Oh no, he's back. He's back. Name it. Is he back? He's back. Okay, Richie Hearn. I wonder if that cat chewed that cord again.
So yeah, so you have a good position. Maybe it's gonna be a top 10 to Mac Wagner, or maybe better than that. It depends how work is the tires for him. So I think he need to save the tires to finish to the end, because they have a good spot for good approach for get top 10 out here. And he really quiet. Very quiet on the back. Very quiet on the back.
And that's not like Matt to be quiet. There he goes, getting around Rigney.
Guyon is going to pits too, maybe?
Yes, he is. We're watching him slow down. Flame is coming out of the pipes as he's downshifting, slowing down. This is his final scheduled stop at lap 90, coming to 91.
And Sam Crow is in the pits too.
Sam Crow, he is done with his stop. He is down and away. He is final stop complete.
Only fuel. That's it. I think so. Everybody's gonna put fuel.
Rick D on pit road. And he's there for just a splash, looks like. Yeah, down and away, and about 6 seconds.
So Rick D2. I should say Rick D2, yeah.
Rick D, yep. in the Steelers 03. This is football season, so everyone's picking, showing their colors. I'm not much of a Steelers fan.
I don't know. Even the American football. I don't know. Nothing about that.
I kind of stopped cheering for the Colts when Andrew Luck retired out of nowhere. I was like, what the heck? I'm kind of stopped.
I have to understand first one things at a time. So I have to understand properly hockey.
Okay.
Maybe baseball, but I don't know. It's too much hours.
Look. I can take care of baseball with you. And there's we're watching Evans underneath Rigney putting Rigney a lap down. So Evans and the leaders have lapped up to P7 now. Last car on the lead lap, or last truck on the lead lap, is Big John Van Voor Ellis. We haven't really showed him much on the television here, or at least on the coverage. He's in that Texas Roadhouse truck, looking very fire truck red there. I love it. But he has had himself a good race. He's up 3 spots. He's been up in the top 10 for a good chunk of the day. But yeah, I got you covered. There's Euler for his final stop. I got you covered on baseball. I don't understand anything about hockey and soccer. I mean, you should probably understand hockey a lot better than I do, because I mean, it's basically soccer on ice. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, for the most part.
I guess the power, what's the name?
Power play.
Yeah.
That's when you're a one-man advantage.
Yeah, we don't have power play and football. Or
yeah, you do. When someone gets a red card, you got a man advantage.
No. It's like a... No, you're out. You're out. So basically,
right. But yeah, there's no coming back. But there is a man advantage. Can't believe I'm sitting here talking about soccer.
Sometimes it depends.
Everyone at home is like, what? I can help you with American football. But I can certainly help you with baseball. I figured that it might be a bigger sport, or at least I know Central America and the Caribbean plays a lot of American baseball. There is Hugo Gallas making his final stop there.
I think so. The most close is Venezuela. That's it. They have a league over there.
Yeah.
And they jump into Mexico is more close, and then to USA.
Yep.
So yeah.
The Mexican leagues are big. Greg Evans is your leader now. We are looking. He's still looking at a final stop to bring it home. Justin Kirby is about a half a straightaway away from Evans at the moment. Kirby is in second. And Evan Clapper, who has been up at the front all day, although he is in a battle with Callisto. And this is a battle for third. Callisto, the defending series champion, to the bottom end for the position. Give the position to Callisto. He still needs to make a stop, I believe.
I see I'm going to come back to Mark Van Der, so I'm going to help him something. I know it's going faster, but it's still 27 to go. So he have to save it to the end. Because all of these people is going too slow because they save it tires. So...
Here's Guyon. Guyon's back in 17th, 2 laps down. He is 8 laps into his final stint, so he is good to go to the end. He will get these laps hopefully back as he just stays out on the racetrack. Evan Clapper's 4th. Pepto Joe, great run for him. Just a rough start to the night. Up 12 spots. Get this, Lewis. Let's check out the leaders. With the exception of Clapper, who started in 4th and who is 4th. Evans up 15 spots. Kirby up 11 spots. Lionel Callisto up 12 spots. Pepto Joe up 12 spots. I think we got some tire managers out here now. Say hey, Lewis Hayes. Yeah. Give it a shout out to him. And he's in a battle right now, very quickly, closing the gap on Pepto Joe. Say hey, Lewis Hayes. This is now the closest battle on the racetrack right here. There's another close battle we're watching back here with Wagner and Rick D. We'll take a look there. There's side by side with Hugo Gallas. But let's get back to this Pepto Joe. Hayes, Evan Clapper on pit road, final stop.
And Jones too. Oh, it's too far? I think so.
Yeah, 102 of 125, so there's just another 23 to go.
But we still waited for Evis Klepper.
Yeah.
Oh, Pepto Jones is inside.
Yeah, leaders absolutely got to come to pit road still. You're right.
So I think so. Maybe in 20 laps to go, should be.
If I know Greg Evans, I've been watching him, and I've been trying to. Here is Hayes down underneath Pepto Joe, side by side down the backstretch. He's going to get this position. There we see Richie Hearn coming off of pit road, and give the position to say, "Hey, Lewis Hayes, what a run! What a run!" And he's been going long. He just blinked. He and Callisto have gone the longest. And they are right together on the racetrack, third and fourth. They've gone the longest on all their stints. Have they gotten long enough so they don't need to stop again? Or maybe they need a caution. Well, wishing for a caution in this league is very wishful thinking. Big John in the battle with Alex Goyan in the back there. Goyan getting the position with the fresher tires. Although Big John, who does have the fresher tires, going to run him down. I think Goyan got him with the just a little bit more momentum as Big John was coming off of pit road. That's a battle for position. Rick D, Wagner not side by side, but nose to tail going through the tri-oval or the quad oval. Now they're shooting down the backstretch. Very bumpy backstretch, especially if you're in an Indy car. Turns 3 and 4, very bumpy on the bottom. Also, especially if you're in an Indy car.
Do you remember the Charlotte, the old Charlotte we have here?
Yes, the Legacy Charlotte.
Oh my God!
It's like the Legacy Daytona.
Oh, that's worse.
If you had a force feedback wheel, you're like this going down the back straightaway and into the corner. Still awaiting final stops for our leaders. There is our leader down the backstretch, just coming into view. Reagan into the wall. The last thing he wants to do right now, he's 3 laps into his current last stint. He just really wants to push it, and this might be the stint where he's on old tires. Look at him swing that back in.
I mean, the tire is too hot.
Yeah, they're probably well spent. Let's watch these hands. Watch him again as he goes through 3 and 4. Duty counter steer here. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. You even hear the revs pick up when the back end got really loose.
So, should be the leaders have to stop in 2 laps. So, Kirby, he maybe in 1 lap to go, or 2. So, the window's open now. 17 to go.
Watching our leader, he still needs to come down pit road. 31 laps to do his current stint. He'll probably go for another 39. He'll get it to probably within 5 to go, and he'll need to come down pit road for a splash. Not sure. Here's Reagan.
Pepto Joe was going pits, and almost Richie Hearn hit him.
Ooh.
Was close.
And I tell you what, I think Evans is now saving, because Reagan, with the way that truck was loose, should not be passing him. And he has a 6-second lead over Kirby. He has plenty of time if he needs to do some clutch and coasting, a la Alexander Rossi. 6.9 seconds over Kirby, now 6.8. Kirby's going to have to come to pit road. He's now 33 laps in his stint. Callisto, 31 laps. Hayes, 31 laps. They're going to be right on the cusp of making it, both of those guys.
Wait.
Depto Joe, though, is done. He's out.
Yeah, but they can finish the race with this. No, it's still 13 to go, so I don't know. But the only guys know is they know. So we guess it's gonna be like that, but
well, let's see. Say Hayes and Lionel Callisto did 39 their last stint. They're at 33 now. They got 6 more in the tank. That gets them to 119, 120. Evans did 39 last time. He's at 34 now. That gives him 5 more. That gets him to 118, 119. So we're going to pit. Everyone's going to probably have to pit within 5 to go, I think. Evans, I think Evans is going to try to save as long as he can. Let's ride with him. Let's see if he's lifting. Not much. He is definitely light on the pedal.
well, I did with the DW12, and that they don't have
no engine map. No.
Mm-hmm. So let's see.
Last time by, Evans a 31.9, Kirby a 31.9, Callisto a 31.9, Hayes a 31.9, Kirby, this is Brent Kirby, 32.1, Clapper 32.4. So everybody is trying now to just limp these things home. 10 to go. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This is late in the race, but make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is P1 coverage of the opening race of Season 2 of the ISRA Truck Series at Charlotte, where Greg Evans is looking at a win very much in the same way he got his first win in the Xfinity Series at Charlotte. He's looking at his first win here. Now 9 to go.
Okay, so Justin Kirby, he exited the pits and Evans is going. Evans is going next time.
Evans coming to pit road next time for a splash and go. Critical stop. Cannot speed. Cannot mess this one up. Is he coming to pit road now? Yes, he is. Coming down off the banking.
Whoop.
Coming down to his stall. He has so he started in the rear. He has one of the first spots. There's Callisto. There's Callisto. There's Say Hey, Lewis Hayes. They're coming on the pit road as well. In the box. Let's see what the total cost is here for him. 6.3 seconds. Ooh, that is going to be close. No, it's not going to be close, actually. He's going to come out as your leader. He's going to come in as your leader, come out as your leader.
Where's Justin?
Just come up to speed.
Justin.
Yeah, Callisto still coming off of pit road. Kirby, these are all splash and go. 6.3, 5.7, 6.5. Kirby, head of steam. Kirby now P2 around Callisto. Hayes, 5.6. He's looking at a top 5. He can bring it home. Matt Wagner, you said he's looking at a top 10. He's now 7th.
Yeah.
Kirby now 6.3, 6.2, 7 to go, 6.1. Lap times. Last time by, Evans coming up to speed, a 54.6. Kirby a 31.8. This one will really tell the difference how Evans is doing. He's hovering right around 6 seconds now. Kirby needs to get a big chunk this time, and I don't think he's going to get it. Kind of watching how this man just manages to manage these races so well. He does, man. Just woof, a real pro.
You know what? The guy's gonna be close to the end for the tank. Matt Wagner. So he have a 34 laps. So far, we have maybe he's gonna finish with 38 in tank or 39. So it's gonna be close.
4 laps to go. Next closest battle on the racetrack, though, is Rigney, who's pushing the back bumper of Wagner, making sure that his tailgate is shut. Side by side through 1 and 2. Neither one willing to budge here. This is the closest battle on the racetrack. 3 to go. This is a battle for 6th. Pepto Joe in 5th, right in front of him. Oh, Rigney clipping the red. Here is Evans now coming to 2 to go. Evans clear by 5.8 down the backstretch over Kirby. Kirby up 11 spots, having himself a great debut in the Truck Series, along with his brother, who unfortunately just a little bit of action on pit road, a little bit too much action on pit road for him, and got a penalty. White flag in the air. Last time by here for Greg Evans, staring at win number 1 in the Truck Series. And starting off where he probably thought he should have ended the Xfinity Series as the points leader and the champion. He's going to start off the Truck Series with the win and become the series points leader going into Iowa. Greg Evans, welcome to Victory Lane in the ISRA Truck Series Season 2 debut here at Charlotte. Kirby coming home second. Callisto, another workman-like finish for Callisto, coming home third. Say hey, Lewis Hayes, top 5 P4 for the man on the racetrack. Great job by him. Pepto Joe. And watch this battle for Rigney. No. I couldn't get the camera to go back quick enough. I think Rigney got him.
Yeah, he got it.
Sam Crow is 8th. Rick D is 9th. Evan Clapper is 10th.
Was so fun. Good race today.
And folks, another 125 laps here in the ISRA without a caution lap. Very typical.
I think so. This league, you need to qualify. You need to go back to front.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Greg did here.
Yeah, so Greg 16, so Kirby 13, Callisto 15, Say Hey Luis 11, and Pep Joe 19. That's it. They started. That's good.
That is a great run by all those guys. But let's get in the final standings, and then we'll get into the interview room. and get some words in for these guys on how they managed to save fuel and save these tires. That's the important thing, is how they do to save these tires. This wasn't supposed to be a fuel race. Like, I guess it was a little bit. Not completely. Oh, I don't want that one. I want this one. There it is. Greg Evans improves 15 spots. Led 58 laps, is your winner. Justin Kirby, 11 spots. And he's just up at the front. Worked his way up front as kind of fell back early, waited for everyone to come to him, and on his own pace on that first stint. At the end of the first stint, he really just set sailed. Worked his way up into the top 3 here, and another podium for Kirby. He is second on the grid today. Lionel Callisto, your defending series champion, started off right. He is up 12 spots, led 4 laps in his third. Say Hey, Lewis Hayes, great finish for Say Hey, top 5, P4 today here at Charlotte, up 7 spots. Pepto Joe, like I said, rough day with the equipment early on, but got it shooken out, troubleshot, whatever. He figured it out. That's what I'm trying to say. Up 12 spots. Finishes 15th. Rigney finished right where he started in 6th there. Matt Wagner up 7 spots to 7th P7. Sam Crow unfortunately fell down through the field a little bit, but still got a top 10 out of this. P8 for Sam, down 7 spots. Rick D, and a not top 10 for him, and P9. And Evan Clapper, unfortunately, just mileage is kind of what killed Evan. He was up at the front all day, led 49 laps, led much of the first half of this race. But did bring home a top 10 finish, down 6 spots, but still a top 10 to start the season is still a good way to break the ice. Jake Euler, 11th, Alex Guyon, 12th, Big John Von Ellis is 13th, Richie Hearn, 14th, Hugo Gallas, 15th, Brent Kirby, 16th, Chris Reagan, 17th, Pat Armstrong with the purple laps there at the end. Like I said, probably seen a little red in 18th, Brian Graydon, 19th. And that's it. That is our 19-car field. And let's go ahead and bring in Lionel Callisto. Hey, Lionel, welcome to the booth. Great way to start off your defense of your championship, getting a podium here at the opener at Charlotte. But what's the method to your madness on this one? We noticed that you started from the rear. Was it just a bad qual, or you just thought that starting from the rear was the best play in this particular situation, with the situation kind of reversed on gas and tires as it has been before, whether in the Xfinity Series it was always kind of fuel saving, and now it seems like this year is going to be saving, or this season is going to be about saving tires.
Exactly. I like to start in the back, take it easy, try to manage my tires, but couldn't do it tonight. Greg and Kirby was better than me on that. Fuel, I saved a pretty good amount of fuel, but just not enough for the last 8 laps. But I mean, it was a good race. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah, you did do a pretty good job on fuel. I think each one of the stints, when everyone went long, you and Say Hey Lewis Hayes went the longest. What were you kind of doing to save fuel? Just lifting a little bit earlier and kind of letting the truck work for itself in the corner and allowing you to kind of save fuel and then get off pretty fast?
Yeah, pretty much. I was coasting. I mean, I was being easy on the throttle, but like I missed my pit entry when I was supposed to pit. So I went an extra lap, and then I was sputtering right when I was in pit road. So I was kind of pushing it to the very end.
Well, at least you made it. It would have been very embarrassing to come up a stall short and then have to tow, which takes like a minute and a half for some odd reason, even though you're right next to your stall. I don't know. But good job and a great start this season. And I appreciate you putting the P1 on the deck lid. That looks really good. Friends, family, shout outs. Anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go? And we got Iowa next.
Thanks everybody that's involved with the league. It's fun racing with everybody. You guys on the booth, you guys are awesome, and thank you very much. I look forward to the next race.
All right, we will see you in a week. But congratulations on the podium, and defense of the championship begins now. We'll see how this pans out here in about 14 more weeks. Talk to you later.
Hey, thank you.
All right, let's see. Going now here to Justin Kirby. And is he around? There he is. There he is. Let's bring him on up. Again, Justin Kirby back in the booth. Congratulations. Another podium, sir. We're seeing a trend. We're seeing a lot of trends of these guys starting from the rear and just kind of taking it easy on the gear and allowing everybody to come to them. And then all of a sudden, when they hit their pit stops and that next stint, they just kind of take off and they're gone. And that's exactly what you did. We noticed halfway through the very first stint, you were kind of in the back, and then all of a sudden you started working your way up very quickly as people wore off their tires. Was the plan to go conservative on the first stint?
That's pretty much that's pretty much been my plan for like every race I start, because it's these stock cars, they don't like you getting too hard on them too early. Otherwise,
right.
It's like that heat spike early on lets you know how bad you screwed up about halfway through the run. So it's like, no, I'll let the pack kind of go. But that's kind of what burned me though, because I should have tried to turn a qualifying lap, because that getting caught in that knot about 15, 20 laps in, Greg got through it a lot better than I did, and there was no getting that back unless I got a caution. Yeah,
we don't hear it very often, but I think what you're trying to say is track position, at least early on, a little bit better track position early on probably would have helped you. But a good debut by the family as well. Unfortunately, a pit road speeding penalty hurt Brent a little bit, but it was looking like for a while it was going to be two family members on the podium. But it was just ended up you, as I think Brent came to pit road a little bit hot. How hard is it now in these races that we typically go caution-free to slow these things down and to get them off the banking under control with very badly worn tires on the pit road?
It can be a little sketchy, especially if you get just the least little bit sideways, because you get any sort of angle in these things when you go to the brakes. It just exaggerates it the way you're wrecking. So, but I mean, this pit road's deceptive, because you can hit it really hard, but it's like it makes you feel greedy. It's like, oh, I can go a little further.
Oh, they're the cones.
then you go a little too far.
Yeah. Well,
but, I mean,
go right
ahead. Oh man, it just so it sucked, because it was like he was up there and he stayed up there, and I'm like, God dang it! It's like, please, one time. But that ain't going to be the last time he's up there, I promise you.
Well, it's a long season, and we learn from mistakes. But shout outs, friend, family, sponsors. Anyone say hi to for this P2 today here at Charlotte?
Well, again, the guys at Black Magic, Brent, just helping each other out and helping each other get to where we want to go. The other guys on the team too, JP Phillips, the Ryan brothers, Trevor. Those guys are all like, you haven't seen them, but they help us elsewhere, and it translates everywhere we go. So just want to thank those guys. Want to thank P1, first solo broadcast, if I recall correctly.
First one on the new channel. Yep.
Cool. That was all. Hopefully we got a good one. Get a good jump start on getting those views and subs for you.
Yeah, we really hope so. And if we keep putting on green flag races like that, it's going to be tough. It's going to be must-see TV. So congratulations again on the P2. We're going to Iowa next, which I'm sure you guys are going to study up for. But we will see you in a week. But go celebrate.
Yeah, 10-4 will do. Thank you much.
Yeah. And we'll take him back down to room 1. There he is. And now let's bring up Greg Evans. And bring him in. And Greg, welcome to the ISRA Truck Series Season 2 victory lane, kind of continuing what you kind of started over in the Xfinity Series. Good to have you here, first of all. I know you weren't sure if you were going to make a lot of these races, but starting off this season with a win certainly is incentive to keep on coming back. Let's talk about this race again, starting from the rear. Was that a strategic call that you wanted to do that? Is there any benefit, especially with the way that now the tires seem to be what is the deciding factor on everything versus fuel? Because fuel in the previous year seasons kind of was fuel saving. Is starting for the rear any better than saving these tires, and that's why everyone's kind of starting from the rear and making the run up to the front?
I don't know. I think for me, it kind of just it lets somebody else set the pace, and I can kind of work off of that and just kind of make my way up there, but not push it too hard.
Gotcha.
I feel like if I'm in the lead and taking off early, that you kind of set the pace, and I'd rather somebody else do it and just kind of work off of that. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy coming from the back. I feel like you learn a lot more as well for the future races, and if you get down to the last 4 or 5 races, you can always try to qualify up front and stay up there. But yeah, I just coming from the back, to me, it just kind of settles me in, kind of gets me in more of a good pace for the race, because I can kind of play off everybody else instead of them playing off of me.
Yeah, there seems to be a negative connotation to a lot of folks that qualifying in the back is a bad thing, but I've said it for a long time. There's nothing wrong with starting from the back, provided you have a strategy and a pace that you are going to follow. And it seems like that you had the strategy to go back there, hitting pit road at the right time, and then getting that last stop with just enough fuel to get to the end, and then still coming out as a lead. I mean, that was a pretty amazing final stop there, to come in as a leader and to go out as a leader on a track that is as fast as this and a pit road that is as slow as it is.
Oh yeah, it was very slippery. I was trying to on the next to last run, we had to keep the same tires on there. I was trying to just keep a steady pace, try to save a little bit of tire. But once we changed tires or came down and took fuel, man, coming off the exit was very, very slippery. The first couple laps was real slippery, but yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I mean, like I said, just trying to play off everybody, trying to run your own pace, but there on the first couple runs, we did like a fuel run, and we thought we could get 37, 38 laps, and so I started kind of pushing it about midway through the run, and I seen Kirby and Lionel kind of lagging more behind than what I thought they would be. And I was like, maybe if they push this, maybe they can get 42, 43 laps, and kind of got me in a little bit of a panic there. So, when I came down lap, I think it's like lap 39, and they all kind of followed me in. I was like, whew, hopefully they can't do it longer. But yeah, that last 9 or 10 laps was really slippery.
I bet. Well, friends, family, sponsors, anyone say hi to before we let you go? You know the drill. You've been here long enough. You've been here many more times, so you go right ahead.
Yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting again this season. Like I said, it's always fun, whether you win or lose, to go back and kind of watch everybody and listen to you guys announce it. Thanks to Mike Rigney for putting it on again. Going to see how we can do this season. I'm not committed to all the races yet, but we'll kind of just play it by ear. Of course, Freightliner, Sim Magic, Sim Labs, all my buddies over here, Rick Fallis, Pat Armstrong, Sam Crow, John Van Varelis, Lewis Hayes. And like I said, just thank you guys again for broadcasting it.
Yeah, Lewis Hayes with the top 5. Great finish for him. So
yeah.
Good day for the squad overall. So congratulations, and hey, man, maybe we'll see you at the next one. Get a couple wins under these belts, maybe incentive to keep coming back and get this championship that the series kind of owes you a little bit, I guess, after the finish of last season in Xfinity. So maybe we'll see you more often than not. But tonight, at least we got a chance to see you. Thanks for being here. Congratulations, and go have fun.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. I asked Rigney if I get a second place championship and trophy, and he said no. So, I get a participation sticker. I think.
Oh, you get the little participation ribbon. Okay.
Yeah, but like you said, though, good run for Lewis Hayes. That's good to see him up there too. So we'll catch you guys next week.
You got it. And we were rooting there for Lewis Hayes. It was always good to see him do well. LGN, your first race here with the trucks. And well, Mark and I kept saying it to everybody that this is a very enjoyable series. And the reason why is that you could sit here and we could play out strategies and we can watch these trucks do fuel runs, or we could watch them try to save tires, and it really becomes a very interesting game of chess with trucks, which you don't see very often at all. And we even saw that in the Xfinity series, and you don't see that very often at all. And that's kind of why we liked doing this league, is that this league was so unique in the way that we're relying on yellow after yellow after yellow to bring the field closer together. These guys are relying on strategy to bring the field closer together, and that's what we saw tonight. And other than that, there was no close finish here. Evans finishes by more than 5 seconds as your leader, which really tells you his strategy and his pace was the way to go.
Yeah, for sure. It's a really enjoyed race today. Really see, it's not necessary to have a good qualifying to win the race. So, for example, we can mention Richard Hearn finished 14, and he started in top 2.
Mm-hmm.
So he started 2. So yeah, so it's really focus on strategy, tires. That's the good thing. That's a good thing. Especially we don't see yellow flags sections.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the strategy, the fight, the clean fight. So we see a lot of clean fights over there, and that's a good thing. So we see friends fight for something, and that's what I like it when you're coming on this league and you see all these people talking to each other about the good things. And let's see the next one. You say Iowa, short track. For sure, like if you're gonna be on the Indy Lights to IndyCar or tracks to the Cup Series, you have to save the tires and you have to manage your tires very well. So especially with these tracks, is very bumpy on this track, so you have to be careful with your exit the pits and when you enter too. So at least this car is very slow, so you can see at least the wall. But the thing is, they don't have a good brake, so you need to take care of that. So let's see next week. Greg Evans won today from back to front, so let's see if he's have a good momentum for next one.
Yeah, normally I have the latest stats ready to go for the series in terms of green flag racing time. Of course, we were at 96%, so we obviously will go up. I just don't have a number for that, so we'll be prepared for that next week. But that's going to be it for today. I hope everybody enjoyed the coverage. And I once again, always enjoy Monday nights bringing this league. I'm glad that we made a habit of it, and now it's a regular thing. And I don't think that I really would miss it for the world. And I appreciate LGN stepping in for us while we have the B crew over on the other channel doing the other race. But this was a good one tonight. What's that?
Busy week.
Busy week indeed. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium from Charlotte. Greg Evans with the win. Justin Kirby second. Lionel Callisto P3. Does that sound familiar? That's kind of how it kind of shook out a lot in the truck series before, and the Xfinity series just a few weeks ago. So I think we're going to hear more of the same this season. We'll see if Greg Evans returns for more. I think he will. Join P1 again next week for round 2 of season 2 of the ISRA Truck Series, as the teams and drivers will head to their first short track of the season. Iowa Speedway coverage begins announced later this year, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. Again, and that's 9:45 p.m. Eastern. Remember, new time, new channel. As always, for the correct broadcast times in your area, you can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not an easy one, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thought of tonight's race, and if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. I didn't do any of these graphics all race long. Let's go ahead and do them right now. Boom. thumbs up, subscribe and notify. There we go. If you're new, yeah, do the subscribe. And while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so I don't miss out on more of P1's other iRacing programming. So, for LGN, everyone at P1, I'm Gary Gatto saying to all good night and thanks for watching. And to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again right here next week in Iowa for the next race of the ISRA Truck Series. Good night, everybody.